Hello.
I don't think that sounded good.
No.
Yeah, no, it's great. Hi, everybody. We're back with another episode, and by popular demand, I brought Kyle. You were very popular.
Yeah.
He's part of the show, but...
Remember when we made you mad by showing you that horrible video?
They are very domesticated.
Well, let's do it again.
My bad. Should have eased you in anyway, but we really jumped off the deep end early, so I figure we just kind of roll with that.
I don't actually know what any of the videos are going to be most of the time. Allison just has a whole list of these picked out. And then
I don't know if they're ever going to be any good.
One.
I just pick things that I think would be fun to watch with Kyle. That's literally it. That's the whole thing. And sometimes they're wholly uninteristing, and we scrap them.
And we don't publish those.
We don't.
Why would you watch them?
Today we're talking about a very mysterious man that Kyle will either absolutely love or hate. It's going to be really hard to decide.
He looks very mysterious.
He ticks some of the boxes of both good and evil.
Okay.
You love nuanced characters.
I'm excited.
More than 7,000 people come to one single event to meet Braco because they feel something through Braco's gaze. My name is Ria, I'm from Slovenia and I'm working in Braco's team. When he stands in front of groups of people...
Alright, so the person we're talking about today is, I believe it's pronounced Braco. Okay, yeah.
Braco.
Yeah.
You have to do this.
I think he's like Russian, but sure. Braco is a mysterious man who is known for his gazes. He gazes upon people, changing their lives dramatically. But we're gonna learn more about it. We're gonna dive deep into it. We're gonna jump on the Braco train, or we're gonna jump off of it. Who knows? We're gonna figure out where we stand with this man.
Okay.
They feel a sense of hope. They feel peace. They feel like life makes sense again.
So the implication already is that this man stands on a stage and stares at people, and they bring photos of other people.
Is that what's happening?
For him to stare at.
They're attending an event where he just stares from the stage?
Yeah, which isn't that weird to me. That's not that weird. The weird part is that they bring the photos to be stared upon. Or are the photos staring at him?
I don't know.
Anyway, here we go.
Say that it is life-changing for them. Even scientists have researched the power of his gaze, but still they don't know why it can work.
I have a theory why scientists don't understand this. I have a small theory.
That's a good point. My immediate thoughts were like, I don't believe you that scientists have looked into this. I guess if they did, they wouldn't have an answer.
I'm also not sure it works in anyone's favor. Look at this man's face. Look at this man's face. Look at how wholesome this man looks. Kind eyes, tiny mouth.
It's a very comforting looking face.
Why is his mouth so small?
Like, I'll give it that.
It's very nice.
He looks very nice. He looks like, yeah, I mean, he has like all the right facial things to just be comforted, right? He doesn't look aggressive. He looks kind of concerned, very calm.
No, I see it now. Take away everything else, just the eyes.
Yeah.
This man is seeing shit. No, take it all away, just look dead in his eyes, like how all these people are supposedly being healed, but all I see is, like, demons.
That's true. I don't believe he looks at anyone. He gazes off into the abyss through you.
That's the magic. Being pierced by the gaze.
I think people are searching for the sense of fulfillment. If we don't have any hope, life is just dark.
The one shot of a single tear, like, this hit me hard, yo.
Oh, this feels familiar. I feel like this has been a joke in a show or something. Where
really?
This guy just
this
like,
feels like an Arrested Development thing.
or maybe it's just that good.
Do.
Yeah, maybe they just edited it together that well that it's just this cinematic, just occasional like cut to him staring kind of lovingly out at the crowd and then them like on the verge of weeping.
No, I think what really takes the cake here is this pose.
This isn't the stance of somebody who looked into the heart of the universe and saw peace and beauty. This is someone who stared into the abyss and saw something coming.
Right.
And that he can't ever let his guard down.
What if the catch is that he's actually just mute from the horrible things he said, and he keeps going places to try to tell people something?
Just desperately.
He's trying to relay information with the torment behind his eyes, and people are like, moving.
And Braco gives them a sense of strength and a sense of purpose in themselves.
Just like right off the bat, I can barely stare at one person successfully. So we got to give him props for like skills. How are you going to stare at like, what is that? At least 1,000 people.
How long do you think? Is it like an hour-long concert session kind of thing?
God,
or do
I
you
don't
think
know.
it's-
Do you think he blinks? Do you
I
think
don't know.
like the healing, like people are like jolted when the blinking
Also,
happens?
do you think they like play music or is it just dead silent?
Oh, it's got to be silent. It's got to
Like
be
you can
silent.
just hear everybody breathing at the same
There's
time.
nothing magical if there's music, right? Like there's got to be
I
silence.
mean, even the video knew better than like to put like a little bit of like meditation music in the background. Otherwise, it would have been weird.
That's true. That's a good point. I guess we'll never know. We've got this documentary that Vice did.
Okay.
I have lots of thoughts about it, but I'm very curious to hear your thoughts as well. So
What did you feel from the gays?
A message of love. Yeah.
An ordinary man with an extraordinary gift.
you got this slight smile going. Were you slightly smiling?
trying to.
Let's do it again.
Other theory, this guy's just a genius. He's got it made. He somehow monetized looking at things.
Yeah, I'm not here to say this guy did not accomplish something amazing. That is not what I'm here for. Some hustles are really not worthy of like praise, but to
Right.
simply monetize looking at a group of people, there's something big in that.
Right?
It's not. He doesn't even claim to like have a religion. He doesn't even claim like he
Not as
doesn't
far as I
claim
can-
anything.
I
He's
mean, I've
not
only
claiming a
seen 2
god.
minutes of him so far, so I don't
Oh, you know
think
what?
that's the
true.
case.
I don't know.
but
Yeah, but as of right now, he hasn't said.
anything at all. And he says literally nothing.
How are you
That's-
going to shame
that's
somebody?
his whole shtick.
You can't shame them for saying nothing. You can't do that.
What if no one has ever said that it was like magical? What if he just showed up and started doing it one day and then people started gathering around him and came up with this explanation?
Wait, what if he's just a mute man and he doesn't know why anything's happening? People just keep like shoveling him places. He just stares and then is like, "Oh, it's time to go." All right.
Yeah, like he just
He's not-
found out like, man, if I just look at people, they just start handing me money for some reason. I guess I'll keep doing it.
What if that's true? What if that's true? I know he's not from America, so what if what if it's just like a language barrier issue? What if that's all that happened was like a simple language barrier issue? He just stared at a man and man was like, I feel changed.
No joke, this sounds like a great comedy sketch. Like someone shows up for a job interview and they're just like really anxious and selectively mute and just can't speak or something.
Yeah.
And then like the person that they're talking to gets really interested in them and it just escalates into them becoming Jesus or whatever.
We can't punch down on this dude. This dude is a millionaire who stares at people. Like
Right.
we can't hurt this guy's feelings. If I could monetize simply looking at people, I would. Would you guys pay for it? Did you feel something?
You already messed it up. You already ruined it.
What?
You could have.
Oh, I talked.
Yep. You had a chance,
Let's
and
try-
now it's over.
Let's try to each other. Let's see if we can feel something.
Okay.
Stop it. It's supposed to be deep and meaningful. All right, we'll come back to this.
People on the internet keep saying that I'm a dickhead. I've been searching for answers, and most solutions seem really long. But I stumbled across this guy called Brazzo, who apparently just stares at people and cures them of any of their problems instantly. This guy's steadily become an international icon.
We have a self-proclaimed vice asshole who is going to go to one of his sermons and determine whether or not this guy can move him.
Okay.
Right? I have already sort of an objection to this. Anyone who is a self-proclaimed asshole should basically just refrain from being the neutral party in situations.
But I'm also glad somebody's going because I'm not.
Oh my god,
gonna.
this video is called "Can a Silent Guru Cure This Millennial Troll?" Vice, what are you doing? It feels like all of those words are outdated somehow. It feels like every single one of those words expired in 2015.
My man's even got his own solid onyx temple in his town.
Did he say solid onyx temple?
He did.
This guy is only a fucking mood. Like, absolute vibe. I have no issues.
In my head, this man did none of this. He was just found on the street, not speaking, and everyone around him built him this house, gave him this platform.
Does it hurt to know that if you had just been a little bit more committed to your awkwardness, this could have been you?
After observing Brazzo, all
great. I was full of joy, full of happiness, full of gratitude.
This event's 2 hours long. A man standing, staring for 5 minutes. By the time these lot even wrap up and go home, he's already in his hotel room. This guy's finessing everyone.
All right, so I'm starting to see where it falls apart now. The sort of like snake oily part, where it's 2 hours of other people talking about things and 5
Right.
minutes of this man staring at people.
That makes more sense. Honestly, I would be more into it if it was just him staring for like an hour.
Right. No, it's kind of breaking away now that it's
Right.
like a sermon beforehand.
What you need to do is just to look at him all the time. Some of you will feel peace, a feeling of relief, joy, or tears.
Absolutely no hate, but does this man own a different shirt? I have not seen him in a different shirt.
I've turned the page on being cynical about this now because like it could have been cool, it could have been fun if this was just some weirdo who truly never talked. But like this whole weird church setup has definitely thrown me off. And like
I've
you
never
said,
heard
the
him talk.
same like shirt and everything. It's like a whole costume, you know. He's just putting this whole. It's like he invented, which again I guess goes back to my other thing. Like bravo, I guess, for inventing an act where you don't have to speak and only have to stand on stage for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then people show up and watch.
The glow.
I gotta ask then, are you feeling anything? Because we've
I haven't looked
stared
him in
into our souls.
I know, I've only seen him once or twice. I've barely
Yeah.
had the moment.
I guess you have to linger on
I've
it.
definitely not had the 5 minutes that I would pay $400,000
That's
for.
true. What if you just loop a video? Would that work? Like if
Yeah,
we just
why
took
not?
like 2 seconds and then loop it for 5 minutes and watch that? Will that have the same effect?
Absolutely
Can we
could.
distill this?
Absolutely could.
Why are you staring at the ceiling, fam? Come on, we've all paid 20 quid. Look at us in the eyes.
That's not what's been advertised.
No,
He's
you're
supposed to look at you.
He can't possibly look at that many people.
You definitely need like a cue. That's the better way to do this. Is do it like a Comic-Con photo line. Just set it up. Everybody gets
Yes.
just like a solid 20 seconds, just straight eye contact, and then you're all charged up and you're good to go, and you get your money that way. You know, you get what you pay for.
He's just like a large crystal.
Yeah, yeah.
You just come in, get the energy, leave. This is in a church. A lot of old white people. I just want to know, what religion is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not to be like rude. I just like, which one is doing this?
I mean, I'm sure you can just rent out the churches in England are like castles. They're just everywhere. Whether they're like,
I guess it would be.
it almost
England.
doesn't matter
That's a
where
good
they
point.
came from.
I'm pretty sure this is sacrilegious in Christianity.
Right.
Be like a prophet.
Yeah.
Like
So
a-
it's got to be like weird crystal people to begin with, right? I mean, that seems like the target audience of this. Actually,
Could be-
if this
could be
guy's
the
not
Crispies.
selling crystals that he has stared at, he's losing a huge opportunity because that'd be gold. There
Oh my
better be an
God,
online
call us.
store.
We're full of this. We're full of these ideas.
These people look stunned. Now I can't tell if they've been deeply affected by Bratzo's sacred stare, or if they just can't believe they've dropped 20 quid on his total scam.
If you simply sat in a giant room full of people in complete and total silence for 5 minutes, you'd feel something.
Yeah.
You sit alone for 5 minutes, you feel something.
The energy's gonna be weird for sure.
Not even just weird. I mean, just like literally, like you chill for 5 minutes. That's called meditating,
Right.
right? Like you're gonna
Right.
feel better when you just shut up for a minute and think about nothing.
There's even like plenty of variations of meditation where you do just like sort of like lazily unfocus your eyes on you don't close your eyes, you look at something. So you could do it on that guy's face if you want.
Right.
It probably would have the same effect.
And Ebru, who's also Turkish. You get me? Turkish man then finessing everyone for their peas and getting peas off the spiritual thing. You get me? Isn't that right? Yeah. Yeah, let's get everyone's peas in that. 20 quid a pop, you get me?
I don't understand a single freaking British word that man just said. There are no captions on the. I did not understand a single thing that man just said.
I don't know if I have more of a problem with this guy, Brazzo, or this expose on him, because I feel
This
like
is not
there are
good.
better ways to do this.
I don't think that they did this justice. They did not do our man justice.
The gaze, the infamous stare, is it real?
Of course it is real.
Yeah.
What if I responded to anything like that? Like if someone, of course. Yes. Chipotle for it's just such a weird like. If I actually wanted something or believed in something, I'm not sure I'd like immediately go into like salesman mode. Like
That's
Like,
yeah, actually.
that was such a weird thing. Like, is it real? Yes, of course it's real. And it's like,
If you saw the fabric of the universe, I don't feel like you'd put on the performance
right,
that these people do.
right?
I could smell roses.
Yeah.
Wait,
She was holding the rose,
Was
right?
she
That
not-
wasn't just me. She was holding a flower.
we gotta go back. What just happened there?
No, I didn't feel it quite the same this time. I could smell roses.
Yeah.
Is she saying that she smelled roses like magically while holding a rose? That's what I'm interpreting.
Maybe you're supposed to smell nothing. Maybe she was saying she didn't get anything from it. It was
I could smell
I was too
roses.
distracted by the smell of roses underneath my face.
Yes, I'm from Germany. I felt you have to go there for London for 24 hours.
Does it really work? Ignore. Does it really work?
What does it really work?
Like the Bratzo.
Yes.
Did you see
German
how
guy.
mad he was when he was like, "Is it worth it?" And
Right.
this dude was like, "Of course it's worth it." Like he had like a whole moment of like, "Go watch it again."
Okay.
It was absolutely insane. This guy gets mad. Look at this. He looks like he's gonna kill him.
Does it really work?
Snorf.
Do you see that? This guy looks like he wants to beat his ass right now.
What does it really work?
Like the
What?
Bratzo.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
If anybody ever responds to you like that, you stop talking to them. You just stop talking to them and leave.
This self-proclaimed
You've crossed
asshat
the
or
line.
whatever is not gonna. He's not scared.
I really don't like the reporter.
No, that was horrible.
Nah.
Brazzo is not
Like-
giving justice.
Right? Like, my biggest takeaway from this is that I don't like Vice more than I don't like Brazzo.
I got a whole thing on that later. But the truth is, we have him gazing.
We have a video just of him.
Just of him
Just
gazing.
of the stare?
It's just for us. It's 5 minutes. We just gotta look.
Okay.
We just gotta see if we can feel it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take off
All right.
glasses.
I'm dedicated. Let's do it.
I don't want anything to be in the way. Take it seriously.
Okay.
Get all your giggles out.
Okay.
No giggles. Ready? I'm gonna get my giggles out. Okay.
This is the Solid Onyx house that he lives in, right? Okay.
It feels like the music is cheating. Do you see him going across that? This is not a religion for the attention deficit.
What do we make it? 2 minutes in?
2 minutes and 13 seconds. That should have been enough time to feel something, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
You can pay hundreds of dollars for the 5 minutes, but then he looks at a group of people, so I really feel like we
True.
got much more than they did.
Okay, so I mean, let's be honest. He has a very comforting face.
It's got a nice
It's
face.
if you stare at him with him staring at you, and there's nice music playing in the background, it's calming. I'm not
He's-
gonna pretend it's not.
He's mildly cross-eyed, which is a bit distracting for a man who's supposed to stare at you.
He clearly picked this because his face looked like that, right? Somebody at some point was like, "You have a very comforting face,"
Yeah,
and then he decided to roll with it, which
he's got a nice face.
it works.
Nice
I'm not
hair.
I don't think it's magic, but it's calming.
I'll
so.
make you a deal. If something happens after this, I will let you guys know immediately.
We'll record it and we'll edit it into the video.
No, 100% that'll happen. But anyway, that's brat. So,
I mean, yeah, we got that's Brazzo.
what do you think?
Yet again, someone else has had an idea way better than anything I've come up with, and I almost don't feel like I can fault him for it at all. It's
So maybe
like
we are Brazzo fans, but just not in the traditional
just not in the
sense.
not in the way that maybe he intended. But I don't see a problem with it personally.
Yeah.
Like he's not even doing like the mega church thing where they're like begging for money or anything,
I
right?
think-
Like he doesn't even talk.
I think the real way to test this is now that we've charged up with his energy, we charge them up with our energy from Brazzo.
So we re-stare back at the
Yeah.
back at the camera so that they can channel it back through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Sounds good. Yeah. Subscribe for more.
Yeah. See you next time.